Hello out there, comic book fans. I am going to do a review of the trade paperback of Black Magick. It's the trade paperback. It's the first 5 issues. It's called Awakening. The story is of a woman by the name of Rowan Black, which is this woman here on the cover. She is a cop, a detective, and a witch. And she is, from what I gather, could be an accomplished, really powerful witch, but she doesn't practice as much as she could, hasn't fulfilled her abilities as much as she could. But she's part of a coven, and at the beginning of the story, you see her and her coven in a ritual, doing whatever it is they do, and her phone goes off. And she's called in to a little diner. It's her on the motorcycle, because there is a man who has taken hostages and is asking for her by name. And you find out that he knows her real name, which I guess in Magick is a bad thing, her true name, so that that way they could curse you, spell you. And he's just saying all these weird things and tries to kill her, and she has to use her magic to kill him. And so she has to conduct an investigation as to what the man really wanted. So she's doing her police duties to try and find out what the guy wanted, and she's using her witch duties as part of a member of the coven to find out what happened to the man. And they run separate but parallel to find the answer. And I think it is a very interesting story. It's not lots of fights and lots of magic or anything like that. It's a steady pace, very interesting. That it moves along. There's some suspense and some things being revealed. And the story is well done. And the art, I think, is just incredible. If you can see some of this stuff along here. The art is done by a woman by the name of Nicola Scott, who has worked with Red Rook a lot. She's Australian. She's just unbelievably talented. You can just look at some of the work that she does. It's all black and white with little bits and pieces of color in there. And it leaves off after episode 5 with a cliffhanger, which I'm not going to reveal because who would want to do that? And then in the back they have typical stuff on trade paperbacks with the different covers from the episodes. So I wasn't sure what to think about this book. I've just heard stories, heard recommendations from people that I am not quite familiar with, but they were all saying the same thing. So I checked it out, and I'm very glad I did. One of the things that really pushed it over the edge for me in the plus column was that Scott Snyder did a blurb on the back. And Scott Snyder is the author of Batman, Witches, and Severed, and I really enjoyed the Witches series. So if you like mysteries, you like cults, you like good stories with fantastic art, Black Magick is trade paperback is the one to get. I give it a 4.2, 4.3 out of 5, and pick it up and give it a shot. All right, hey, thanks. First, if you've read it, let me know what you think, what you thought of it, and if you pick it up later, let me know what you also let me know what you thought. So, all right, hey, thanks. Like and subscribe.